Just a couple more questions. How was the whole Floyd Mayweather experience now that you went through it? And coming to your gym? I've never seen him come to a gym like he came with you guys, and he came multiple times and taking you guys out. How was that whole experience for you guys? Just being that close to him.
Since we started talking through Mikey and all that, he already showed interest in some of my other fighters that I have that are still not signed with anybody. He came and seen them training. He's like, man, who's that kid? Wow, who's that one? Oh, that one has a contract. That one also signed with either of the
And he mentioned you guys at his
that's what I heard.
speech.
I heard that he mentioned that, and I guess he also said, hey, with all due respect to the fighters that are with Golden Boy or Top Rank, but Robert has a great team. Yeah. I also have a lot of fighters that have no contract. That he showed a lot of interest. So he's come not only because of Mikey, but also because of the other fighters. He told me last week that he's gonna come back. Well, this week's already Friday, so he'll probably be here next week again to finish up, because there's some negotiations to be done. It's business. So if it's about Mikey, then we got to negotiate, and if it's about my other kids, maybe not as big of a deal, but
still,
we still have to negotiate.
Yeah.
How many fights per year, stuff like that. We still have to work something out. So we're getting close to closing something with some of my guys, and maybe hopefully Mikey too.
And Robert, lastly, I know you just finished telling me earlier about your gym in Oxnard is full of fighters. You got fighters over here. Just kind of give everybody an update, or just anybody you want to talk about.
Look, I have one of my guys fighting in Russia on the Kovalev undercard.
That's on a Monday, right?
It's on a Monday. Yeah. He fights for main events, and Madiev. Pita, what's Madiev's full name? Madiev. We don't know. Huh?
Ashkeyev.
Yeah, he's from Kazakhstan.
Okay.
He fights on the Kovalev card in Russia. Marcos is going with him. I'm staying because then a week later we have that's the following Saturday we have Alex Vozdik fighting a 10-rounder. We have Igis Kovalevskis fighting an 8-rounder, and we have Mad Max fighting a 6-rounder. And I have all three are fighting in Lancaster, July 16th.
Oh, that's the one you told me about. Okay,
yes.
Yeah.
And I have another kid from our gym. He's 4-0 with 3 knockouts. He's from Durango, Mexico. He's fighting on that same card. His name is Brian Gallegos. 4-0. So we got 4 fights July 16 in Lancaster, and then we have July 23rd. I have one fighter fighting in San Antonio, and then July 30 we have Mikey in New York.
That's coming up quick.
And then we have August 9 Vesputin, another top-rank guy who it's August 8 or August 9. It comes on a Saturday. He's fighting Vesputin, is another 3-0, 3 knockouts. Another one, the top rank is really high on. Yeah. He's another one of my guys from Oxnard, another Igis Primas fighter. He's fighting on a top rank show August 8 or 9, one of those dates. And then we have August. Pita, when's Gomez fighting? August 19? August 19 on the Golden Boy on the Velasco card. So we got almost every weekend.
We're gonna be busy.
Yeah, and it's all mostly the younger guys. I have this whole year hasn't been that easy for me either. My last biggest fight was Brandon Rios in November.
That's true.
I haven't had a big fight. All my fights have been all this small
scale.
Yeah. The biggest fight is gonna be Mikey now, July 7 months, 9 months. Since Brandon's fight. Yeah, November, December, January.
I didn't even realize that till right now.
8 months since Brandon's fight. So I haven't had any big fights. So it's not easy either. We've been very busy with all of our young ones. And 3 years from now, 4 years from now, I'll probably have the best team in the whole world with all my guys in Oxnard, all my European guys that are managed by Igis Klimas, and all my guys here in Riverside, including Abner Mares. And Josito Lopez, who's back in training.
That's awesome, yeah.
Mike Perez, the guys that are closest to maybe bigger fights, Neno Rodriguez, but all the younger ones that a lot of people have never even heard of. I think 3-4 years from now, that team is going to be unbelievable.
Man.
It's going to be unbelievable.
Well, thank you, Robert. Always appreciate your time. You're always a great interview. Thank you.
Thank you.